Hello everybody. Today we are going to talk about Unit 2, supporting the community. Okay, first of all, as you know, we have here questions. I want you to ask these questions to yourself. The first question, who is in the previous photo? This one here, who's in the previous photo? And the second question, how do you think he helps people in the community? How do you think he helps people in the community? I want you to think about the answer. Okay? Then we have here the vocabulary. Look at this table. We will start with the first word here, pressure. Just a moment. Okay, this word here, pressure. Pressure, ضغط. Okay, pressure, ضغط. The second one, admire. Admire. Admire, يعجب. Supporting. Supporting, دعم أو تأييد. Generous. Generous. سخي أو كريم. Generous, كريم. Donate. Donate. Donate, يتبرع. Desire. Desire. رغبة أو يرغب. Transplant. Transplant. Transplant اللي هي عملية نقل أو زرع عضو. Transplant. Long term. Long term. طويل الأمد أو طويل الأجل. Intelligence. Intelligence. ذكاء. Praise. Praise. يمدح أو يمجد. Praise. Roar. Roar. زئير اللي هو صوت الأسد. زئير الأسد. Disability. Disability. إعاقة. Livestock. Livestock, it's an uncountable noun, okay? Livestock, ماشية. الماشية. Prestige. Prestige, وضع أو مكانة في المجتمع. Prestige. Inspire. Inspire, يلهم. Biography. Biography. قصة حياة أو سيرة ذاتية. Monitor. Monitor, يراقب أو يلاحظ. Founder. Founder, مؤسس. Autobiography. Autobiography, السيرة الذاتية. And fondness, غرام أو اهتمام. Fondness. Okay? The next table, or the next slide, is about prepositions. Okay. The first one here, be admired for. Be admired for. يعجب يعني الناس بتعجب بيه من أجل حاجة معينة. For example, Muhammad Salah is admired for his skills. Okay? The next one, be praised for. Be praised for. بيمتدح من أجل شيء. ممكن نقول نفس الإكزامبل اللي فات. Muhammad Salah is praised for his skills or his goals. The third one, take part in. Take part in. يشارك فيه. Number 4, or the fourth one, be based on. Be based on. مبني على. For example, this story is based on a true one or a true story. And the last one, be based in. مقره فيه. Be based in. Okay? For example, this institution or institute is based in Africa. The next slide is about expressions. We have here some expressions, like the first one, get a job. Get a job, يحصل على عمل. Number 2, go missing. Go missing, يضل أو يتوه. Number 3, World Blood Donors Day. World Blood Donors Day اللي هو يوم العالمي للتبرع بالدم. World Blood Donors Day. And number 4, do research. Do research, بيقوم بعمل بحث. يقوم بعمل بحث. Number 5, in a friendly way. In a friendly way, بطريقة ودية. Number 6 regular income. regular income اللي هو دخل منتظم بصورة منتظمة. And the last one, a sense of purpose. A sense of purpose, إحساس بالهدف. A sense of purpose, إحساس بالهدف. Okay, now let's check some definitions. Okay, the first one we have here blood pressure. Blood pressure. Can you guess the definition from this picture? Yes, a blood pressure, it is a measure of the pressure at which blood flows through the body. A measure of the pressure, قياس الضغط, at which blood flows, يتدفق through the body. The next one, the word generous. Generous. You can see here a girl with some money in her hands. So generous means willing to give money, help, etc., something like this, money or help, especially more than is usual. So it is willing to give money, help, etc., especially more than is usual. Okay, and we have here in brackets we have the word generosity. Generosity, this is the noun, karam. Generously, bikaram, this is the adverb. And we have here the opposite words like mean or miser, بمعنى بخيل. Okay, the third one, iron levels. Iron levels. Okay, we have here the word iron, then the word level. Iron is a chemical element, of course you know, symbol Fe, for example, which exists in small amounts in the blood. So, iron is a chemical element which exists in small amounts in the blood. What about the word level? The level is the amount or quantity of iron present. Number 4, role model. Role model. Okay, like we have, you saw the picture or the photo on this unit, Muhammad Salah. Okay, we have here another picture, a girl with her father. So role model. Sorry. Okay, role model, it is a person who people admire and try to copy their behavior. A person who people admire and try to copy their behavior. Then we have here speed. Speed, you can see the picture here. Of course, you know this word. How fast something moves or travels. How fast something moves or travels. And number 6 here, transplant. Transplant. Transplant is medical operations in which a new organ is put into someone's body. Medical operations in which a new organ is put into someone's body. اللي هي عملية الزرع. Okay? زرع أو نقل عضو. For example, heart transplant, زرع أو نقل قلب. The next slide, number 7 here, roar. roar. واحنا قلنا roar لسه قايلينها بمعنى زئير اسد او صوت الاسد، وممكن تيجي بمعنى حد بيزعق بيصيح بشده. Okay, so the definition here, a deep loud noise made by an animal such as a lion or by someone's voice. So it is a deep loud noise made by an animal such as a lion or by someone's voice. And number 8, prestige. Prestige, the respect and admiration that someone or something gets because of their success. Because of their success, okay, or important position in society. Again, prestige means the respect and admiration that someone or something gets because of their success or important position in society. Okay, then we have here language notes. The first one is about society and community. Before checking the examples, okay, let's know what is the difference between society and community. Okay, community refers to a group of people who live in a definite locality, but society refers to a system of social relationships. Again, community refers to a group of people who live in a definite locality, but society refers to a system of social relationships. Because there exists more than one community within a society, okay, we can see more than one community within a society, hence community is smaller than society. So community is smaller than society. Let's check the examples here. Modern technology has affected our society fast. Okay, this is the first one. The second one, we should help the people in our communities. Okay. The next one we have here the words goal and aim. Goal and aim. Okay. Both of them in Arabic بمعنى هدف. Okay. But goal as in matches, football matches for example. Okay. But aim هدف moral بمعنى حاجة معنوية. Let's check the examples. The first one here, Muhammad Salah always scores wonderful goals. What about the second word, aim? The aim of the organization is to help both lions and the villagers. Okay? Villagers اللي هم القرويون أهل القرية. The next one, transplant and transfusion. transplant اللي هي لسه قايلينها عمليه نقل او زرع عضو وممكن دم او جلد اي حاجه. الترانسفيوجن عمليه نقل الدم من شخص لاخر. يبقى transplant زرع او نقل عضو دم جلد، لكن الترانسفيوجن عمليه نقل الدم من شخص لاخر. The first example here, the boy was badly hurt and he needed urgent blood transplant. The boy was badly hurt and he needed urgent blood transplant. The next example, a blood transfusion saved the young girl's life. A blood transfusion قلنا نقل دم من شخص لآخر. Then we have here three words, nickname, surname, pen name. I think you know these words from the internet. You can see these words on the internet, okay? The first one, nickname, اللي هي اللقب. surname الاسم العائلة or the last name بتاعك. pen name الاسم المستعار اللي انت بتاخده. For example, Salah was given the nickname the Egyptian king. Okay, لقب the Egyptian king. The second one, her name is Mai Mahrous Ahmed, so her surname, last name is Ahmed. And the last example, he wrote under a pen name اسمه star Buzz. He wrote under a pen name Buzz. Then we have here two words, track and trick. Track بمعنى يقتفي أو يتبع, and trick يخدع. The first one, lions are tracked. بيتم اقتفاء أثرهم أو بيتم تتبعهم every day by the guardians. الحراس. What about trick? The naughty boy could trick the old man and laughed at him. Trick يخدع. Then we have here the grammar. Okay, the grammar here is about present simple and past simple. First of all, let's check this table here and read the examples. Use the present simple. Okay, how to use the present simple? We use present simple for situations or actions that are usually true. Situations or actions that are usually true. For example, Muhammad Salah gives money to help build a school in Egypt. Okay, it's a true situation. Okay, the earth goes around the sun, so we used here the present simple. Situations or actions that are true. The second point, for habits or repeated actions. Habits or repeated actions, Often with frequency adverbs. For example, I often, this is the frequency adverb here. I often watch, this is the verb. I often watch television in the evening. Another example, I usually, frequency adverb, go, this is the verb. I usually go to school by bus. And the last example here, I'm used to going to school by bus. I'm used to going to school by bus. Sometimes we have some expressions to use with the present symbol to refer or to speak about habits in the present. Okay? يعني عشان اتكلم عن عادة في المضارع في عندي expressions ممكن استخدمها زي الاكسبريشن ده. I'm used to going to school by bus. We have another expressions, of course, like if we said Sahar, for example, is always cheerful. I used here the frequency adverb always. Sahar is always cheerful. Another expression like it is Sahar's habit to be cheerful. It is Sahar's habit. Okay? It is subject, it is plus subject, habit to be cheerful, for example. We have another expression like Sahar is in the habit of being cheerful. Sahar is in the habit of being cheerful. Subject, verb to be, in the habit of, verb ing, and the rest of the sentence. Sahar is in the habit of being cheerful. Okay, the last point here, in timetables, we can use the present simple in timetables and after time close. Timetables and after time closes. For example, I go home after, this is the time close here, after I finish work. Okay, after I finish work. The second example, the first lesson starts. We have here lessons, and of course we are talking here about timetable or timetables. So we used here the verb in present simple starts. The first lesson starts at 8:15. Okay, this is about the present simple. What about the past simple? The past simple, we can use it for completed actions and successive actions in the past. Completed or successive actions in the past. For example, Lila Haza moved to Kenya to study lions. Last weekend, I went to the club and met my friends. So, we used the past simple with completed actions and successive actions. The second point, for repeated actions and habits in the past. Okay, in the past. For example, Lila's father told her stories every evening when she was a child. The second example, my grandfather always walked to work when he was, this is the verb, when he was young. So he used to walk to work when he was young. Okay, before we check the questions here for present or past, let me remind you with the keywords of the present simple. The keywords for the present simple, we have a lot of keywords. For example, we have usually, sometimes, always, often, frequently, generally, rarely, never, every day, every week, every month, every year, scarcely, and occasionally, for examples. Okay, I'll say them again. Usually, sometimes, always, often, frequently, generally, rarely, never, every day, every week, every month, scarcely, and occasionally. Okay? Now, let's complete our speech about past simple. We can use past simple. We said here we can use past simple for completed or successive actions in the past or for repeated actions and habits in the past. Okay? We also have some expressions to use with the past simple. For example, would rather. Would rather. We put the subject, would rather, another subject, past simple. For example, I would rather Sama left early. I would rather Sama left early. Another expression, it's time. Subject plus past simple. It's time. Subject past simple. For example, it's time we left home. It's time we left home. Okay? We have here, we have also here another point. We can use past simple with the verb wish. The past simple with the verb wish refers to بيشير إلى مثلا أمنية أو supposition افتراض which is not true مش حقيقي. أمنية أو افتراض غير حقيقي. Okay? For example, I wish I were a doctor. I wish I were a doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I wish I were a doctor. Okay? We have also some keywords here. For example, yesterday, ago, once, in the past, in ancient times, one day, last week, last month, last year, for example. And we can use also always and usually. I'll say them again. Yesterday, in ancient times, ago, once, one day, in the past, last week, last month, always and usually. How can we use these words always and usually with the past simple? For example, when I was young, I always went to bed early. When I was young, I would always went to bed early. Okay? Let's check here the last point here about questions. For questions in the present simple, use do or don't or does. For example, do you like lions, or does Mohamed Salah play for Liverpool? For questions in the past, use did. For example, did Lila Haza study in America? And this is the grammar for this unit, unit 2. And now let's check some exercises here. The first exercise, listen, then complete the sentences with one word. Okay? I want you to listen carefully, then complete the sentences with one word. Conservation in the community. Try to write the answers, okay? Write down the answers. Okay. There were lions in Egypt in the past, but now they have all gone. Dr. Lila Haza first heard about lions from her father. This inspired her to study biology and conservation. There are now less than 20,000 lions in Africa today. Villagers are often angry with lions as they kill their cows and goats. When the villager kills a lion, a young man gets a name. Lila Haza studied in America, then spent 1 year with the Maasai in Kenya. Now, she works with lion guardians who recognize that Maasai have the skills to find wild lions. These days, many young men do work with the conservationists. Lion guardians gave some men jobs so that they can earn regular money. It is important that conservationists listen to local people. Okay? I'll read this passage again. Try to write the answer and check them later. There were lions in Egypt in the past, but now they have all gone. Dr. Lila has a first hear about lions from her father. This inspired her to study biology and conservation. There are now less than 20,000 lions in Africa today. Villagers are often angry with the lions as they kill their cows and goats. When the villagers kill a lion, a young man gets a new name. Lila has studied in America, then spent 1 year with the Maasai in Kenya. Now she works with the lion guardians who recognize that the Maasai have the skills to find wild lions. These days, many young men do work with the conservationists. Lion guardians gave some men jobs so that they can earn regular money. It is important that conservationists listen to local people. Okay, let's check the answers. So the answers: number 2, father; number 3, 20,000; number 4, angry; number 5, name; number 6, year; number 7, skills; number 8, work; 9, jobs; and 10, local. The next exercise: complete the sentences with the correct form of the verb in brackets. Okay, we're talking here about the passive, if you remember the passive. Okay, the young men in brackets teach to be field biologists. So it will be, I told you before, pause the video if you want some time to think about the answer. So the answer: the young men are taught to be field biologists. Number 2, local people in brackets give jobs. We said it in the passage. Local people are given jobs. Number 3, the community in brackets encourage to look after the lions. The community is encouraged to look after the lions. Lions not hunt as much as in the past. So it will be, lions are not hunted as much as in the past. Money bring into the area by tourists. Money, is it a countable word or uncountable? Yes. So the answer: money is brought into the area by tourists. Okay, thank you very much. This is Unit 2, supporting the community. Thank you very much.